Hey everybody, it's Seth and Paul for Everything Money. We welcome you in, all of our followers around the world, our beautiful patrons, which we adore, love, and cherish. We like you guys. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us today. We're talking about Zoom video communications, technically always called Zoom. Paul, somehow Zoom did it. Last year,
They killed it.
they killed it. During the COVID, everyone was...
It's a verb now.
That's what I'm saying. Really? I didn't even think about it like that, of course.
That's a verb.
There are free...
You know you've made it when you become a verb. Google it.
And we
Zoom.
will...
Let's Zoom.
Let's Zoom, that's right. And we will 8P this company, 8-pillar this company in this video. Zoom, there are free options There are free options to do video communications out there, Paul. Google has a program. It's free.
Skype is good. I like Skype a lot.
Somehow Zoom owns it. I mean, the companies, personal people, they're all paying Zoom $1 zillion. We're going to look at using our 8-pillar analysis, look at the health of this company. We talked about it before, Paul. The price of the stock skyrocketed, and it's down a bit from its height. And I'd love to see your thoughts on the health of this company and where it can go.
Excellent. I'd love to.
What is the market cap on Zoom?
106 billion.
106.
PE? It's a good PE. 250.
we want this.
Crickets there.
we want this lower than 20. So PE is an X.
But it's a growth company. I know people. I've heard it.
Profit margin, I'm sure, is absurd.
21.82.
Good. We want it over 10.
Yeah. So this is good. Now, no dividend, but look at this free cash flow in the last 12 months. $1 billion. Understood, guys. Everybody zoomed in. I mean, their traffic skyrocketed a year ago, right?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Okay, so...
revenue growth. Now, this company hasn't been around for 5 years. We're going to do revenue growth over the past 3 or so.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
So, income. 164 million? 2 billion. I mean...
growth.
This is insane. This is crazy. It's over 10 times. What is that, 12 times? 12 times more?
It's pretty good. Profit growth, I assume, would be absurd.
Yeah, 3 million. 427 million.
Check, please.
Okay, that's a check, baby.
Yeah.
Shares outstanding, I'm interested to see. I don't think they're buying them back quite yet. Would you assume, Paul?
We have an error here.
We're beta testing the everythingmoney.com software that will be coming out April 15th. So we're working with developers. We're hiring people at a lot of money a year to get this figured out. And the patrons, you know darn well you're going to be getting this software. Go ahead,
Number
Paul.
of shares outstanding went from 120 million to 300 some million. So big X there. That's a problem.
Big X are selling off shares, of course.
Yeah, they're selling off a lot of shares, which is the right thing to do when you're overvalued, but it's not good for investors.
Pillar number 6 is current assets over current liabilities, Mr. Gabriel.
2.6 billion, and here's the great news. Current liabilities are 1.4, total liabilities are 1.55. So they have plenty of cash on hand. They're sitting very well in terms of cash versus all their debt. They can pay it all off in one swoop. That's awesome.
Let's look at free cash flow growth over the past few years. Free cash flow.
So we went 18.3 million to $1 billion. That's kind of a check. 50 times, 60 times more. It's pretty good.
18 million bucks.
Yeah. I mean, this is not something we're going to put in the 8 pillars and multiply by 20, guys. Now, here's the deal. Here's what you have to look at when it comes to Zoom. Is the last year sustainable? I don't know. Do I think they're on a new level plateau? Absolutely. I don't think they're going back to previous levels. Now, does that mean they're going to keep going? Yes, I'm sure they'll keep going up as people use it more and more. Are they going to become the what's it called?
Gold
streaming
standard?
Company? Yeah, I think they will be. But the question becomes, are you willing to pay $106 billion for that company today while they dilute you to grow? That's the question. So what's my take on it?
Well, we get a little flack in the comments that you're too strict in your analysis.
So strict. By the way, if you watch more than one video, you realize I'm not strict, because I've seen companies with 70 PEs and going, no, you need to buy this company.
Yeah, I mean, the goal, folks, if you're new to this,
I'm sorry, I think, guys. I apologize.
We're not buying every single company, especially if they're super hype and overpriced, as this one is at the moment.
You want to hear something interesting?
Please do.
I love reading value investing books.
Go on.
And we all talk the same. And one of the most important things they say, including your friend Warren Buffett, we just did a video about this. Warren Buffett says, you should treat investments like a punch card. You only get 20 punches in your entire life. Wait for the punches. Wait. He's like, investing is like baseball, except you get to wait the plate forever until you get the perfect pitch. But everybody else out there feels like sitting on the sidelines, waiting is not doing something. Wait for the right one. I don't think this is the right one. Too much hype, too much hoopla. Yes, it has a lot of growth potential, but at $106 billion, guys, what else can you buy for $106 billion that generates more cash flow, a lot of companies? And I sit there and say, could it go to $200 billion? Sure. When though? I don't know. Could it happen in the next month? Sure. Crazier things have happened. but I'm avoiding this company's I'm avoiding this company because of the financials right now. It's way too, it's selling for 100 times free cash flow currently. We want it to be below 20 of the last 5 years. So it's just way too expensive. For it to be justifying today's value, the profit needs to go up 5 times from today, at least. Is that possible? Sure, it went up 20 times, it went up 50 times in the last 2 years. So is it possible? Of course. But I think we'd all agree that Zoom is pretty much the gold standard right now. So who doesn't use Zoom? Mm-hmm. It's going to be hard to, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I look at it going, this is frothy. I'm avoiding it.
Are you avoiding it because of not only your disciplined investing style, but like you don't need to take maybe...
Nobody needs to take more risk.
I was just going to say, Paul,
nobody needs to take more risk. If anybody can take more risk and be wrong, it's me. I've got the disposable income to be able to go, okay.
And that's exactly opposite my thought process, folks. I've called Paul out of the blue. I just came up with this idea. It's like, why would someone who has so many assets, wealth, and money be so careful with their investing? Why wouldn't you throw it around a bit? Why not? What do you got to lose? Where someone like me, I don't have a ton, a fraction of what you have. I need to be extra careful, but it's folks like me and people who make or save far less who are extra frothy, throwing it around all the way down to lotto tickets and cigarettes. I mean, there's a whole stream of investing carefully down to just throwing it away on lottery tickets.
I think everybody needs to be cautious when investing. It doesn't mean I'll be 100% stocks someday. So people are like, oh, you're too cautious. If I'm too cautious, why am I going to be 100% stocks? I just have to wait for the right prices. That's it. That's all I'm asking to do. I'm not asking for anything else than the right prices. You might sit there and say, that'll take forever. Okay. If you think it'll take forever, you've never looked at any time period besides the last 10 years.
That's probably true.
If you go look at the last 150 years of stock market history, here's what stocks do. Here's the chart. Let me pull up this blank screen.
Please do call Paul. I called you Call, but Paul, listen. I guess if you watch a ton of other YouTube channels, they make it seem like investing should be so exciting and rocket emojis, and it's just 10x and just like throw it in, you can't lose. And you're preaching something so different, Paul. Why is that?
Because I look at history and think, this is what works for me. I like knowing that when it's below here, my stocks are going down. I'm buying great companies at better prices. This is how stocks go in history. This is what it should be doing. This is what it's worth. But here's what it happens. It's never rational. Stocks are never selling for what they should sell. All I'm sitting there saying is, I'm not aggressive. I'm not a buyer here. I'm less aggressive here, and I'm buying like crazy here. That's all I'm doing. And now the only problem is, here's been the last 10 years. Here's the last 10 years. Ready? Here's where stocks should go, and here's where stocks have gone. So to everybody, they're like, Paul, you're wrong. Everything is okay, then I'm wrong. But your job is to wait for the right times. You have a long career. You work too hard every single day. And I'm just saying that to edify you. Everybody thinks they work a ton, really hard. I'm the only person in the world that says I try. Funny thing is, somebody called me the other day and goes, boy, you're really busy. I'm like, I'm not. They're like, come on. I'm like, no, I'm not very busy. I just do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. That's it. Now, I work too much. And I'm like I said, I try to be as lazy as possible. I'm not going to go throw my money around. Why? I want my money to work for me. Have you guys ever heard that statement? Work for me. I want to buy stocks at lower prices, so as it grows, the money's working for me. But instead, everybody out there wants to hit their lottery ticket. They want to buy the company that's going to go 10 times more. 10x, Grant Cardone, 10x. No. I like singles and doubles all over the place.
The Pete Rose.
The Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Look at Berkshire last year. Only did 2.4%. I think I beat Berkshire last year. Yeah. Can you believe that?
Check, please. Well, all right, folks. That's our take on Zoom. Great company, Paul. Not a buy at this moment.
Great product. Great balance sheet.
Balance? You said balance.
Great balance sheet. Great product. I use Zoom for all my chess lessons. Everything we do is Zoom, isn't it?
Your OnlyFans page.
My OnlyFans page. Check it out. OnlyFans.com/everythingmoney. Just kidding.
But you can go to patreon.com/everythingmoney. The link is in the description below. If you like this analysis and looking at the health of a company, you can join our Patreon. There are multiple tiers to join. You can have direct access to Uncle Paul and Trader Mo.
But more importantly,
go on. You get the everything. You get the Everything Money software that's coming out April 15th. It's beta testing right now. This replaces the Yahoo Finance, the confusing Google Finance with the ads everywhere. This gives you a one-stop shop to look at those 20 to 30 amazing companies companies you're going to buy with your portfolio, and it shows the 8 pillars. Paul, bring up those beautiful 8 pillars on Zoom there real quick.
Well, I think this is a little off, but we'll see.
We're testing it now, so folks,
Yeah,
it's coming out.
a little off. This is one of the ones that's off on, but it'll just tell you all the 8 pillars, the check marks, the X's, all the data. And guess what, guys? This website's only getting bigger and bigger. We're only adding more to it. And when you sign up today, the lowest level, I believe, is $13 or $14. You get that price locked in, plus yearly small increases. But when this software is $40 a month, you're still at your lowest price. So when you lock in today, you are locked in. I'm not a salesperson, but people hear me and go, oh my God, there's passion. You're crazy for not signing up for this. We get 20 to 30 signups per day about this. We're one of the biggest Patreon groups already because we do more than just ask for money. We give you something in return. Every other Patreon is just asking for support. Every other Patreon is asking for support. We're giving you the Discord chat. We're giving you this.
Exclusive videos, live streams.
Discounts on merch, and discounts on every other thing that our company sells. We sell vanities, light fixtures, vacation home rentals, all these things. You get a permanent discount on that as you're a Patreon member. You are literally
and don't forget
insane for not signing up.
Paul, don't forget the 2 Teslas.
Oh, and we're giving away 2 Teslas, one at 50,000 garbage. How did I forget that?
I don't know. So here's the folks. Here's the point, folks. I can't even talk straight. If you're watching videos of some guy in his spare bedroom giving you financial advice, you might want to turn on Everything Money, a channel that's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to getting software going, to getting training going, and giving away 2 Teslas. We're that serious, and we love you for following us. Tickle the thumbs up. You know I love you. And subscribe. Thanks, Paul. That was Zoom. Love you.
Thank you very much.
See you guys.